Hey, what's going on, you guys? This is Madam, and I'm coming back to you once again. This time, we're going to go over to Black Enterprise, and this is in politics. It says Trump appointed judge pushes for new majority Black state Senate district in Alabama. I will list the article right in all of the details in the description, as I always do. But it says Montgomery's District 25 is currently represented by Senator Will Barfoot, a white Republican, and District 26 is represented by Senator Kirk Hatcher, a black Democrat. A federal judge appointed by President Donald Trump rules that the state of Alabama must redraw its state map to include a majority black or close to district in Montgomery, or be in violation of the Voting Rights Act, AL reports. The current map gives black voters a lesser chance to elect a candidate of their choice compared to other voters. U.S. District Judge Ann M. Mamasco found that Montgomery's section violates Section 2 of the Voting Rights Act. As the legislature considers such plans, it should be mindful of the practical reality based on the ample evidence of intensely racially polarized voting abducted during the trial, that any remedy plan will need to include an additional district in which Montgomery area in which black voters either compromised a voting age majority or something quite close to it, the judge wrote. Montgomery's District 25 is currently represented by State Senator Will Barfoot, a white Republican, in District 26 is Senator Kirk Hatcher, a black Democrat. With all 140 seats in the legislature, including the 35 Senate seats, being on the ballot for the 2026 election, the ruling comes at the right time and is being celebrated by civil rights advocates. This decision proves that when we challenge injustice, we can make progress. Bernard Slamton, president of the Alabama State Conference of the NAACP, said in a statement, Manasco's ruling coincides with a lawsuit filed by the American Civil Liberties Union, the ACLU of Alabama, the Legal Defense Fund, and the Southern Poverty Law Center, seeking to block the state from using the current map for its Senate elections. 2 weeks before the judge's ruling, a federal court ruled Alabama must continue to use a court-drawn congressional district map until 2030. The battle over the state dueling black votes power has been ongoing since 2021, causing continuous back and forth between lawmakers and the High Court. In 2023, the GOP-controlled Alabama legislature drew new maps, after the U.S. Supreme Court sided with the judge panel, including Madagascar. I apologize if I keep mispronouncing that name. In finding that the map, which only had one majority black district out of 7 in the state with a 27% black resident population, likely violated the U.S. Voting Rights Act. The ruling comes with some backlash as plaintiffs in the lawsuit push for violations against the Huntsville portion of the map, but Madagascar ruled that it did not. Dual Ross, director of litigation at the Legal Defense Fund, called the ruling a hard-fought victory for black voters in Montgomery who deserve fair representation in the Alabama Senate, but says the fight needs to continue in Huntsville. The court's decision recognizes that even today, the state continues its terrible history of discrimination against black voters, Ross said. While we welcome the win, leaving the Huntsville district in place illustrates the voters must continue to fight for their voices to be heard. As Trump seemingly stated, a battle of congressional seats after demanding Texas find 5 Republican seats. Alabama State Senator Steve Livingston, who also serves as majority leader, said leaders are pleased with the court ruling on Huntsville, but according to WCVB, is disappointed by the ruling in the Montgomery area. Of course, we will determine next steps after a thorough review of the opinion in the coming days, he said. Alabama's primary is scheduled for May 19th. And that is the end of the article right there. Uh, yes, definitely a victory for representation of the people. You know, it is some progress, but like the one person said in the article, there's still more progress to go in terms of what happened in Texas. There is chatter going on from different independent media outlets and some major media outlets that, they basically screwed themselves. Yes, they were able to redistrict the map in Texas and they got 5, you know, sure enough, definite seats. But in the process of them drawing the map, they left all the other, um, districts open because Texas is not a ruby red state. So it would be like a light red state, but it gives the potential for Democrats to come in and sweep those 10 seats. I believe it is 10, those 10 seats. So we'll see what happened with that. But definitely, as far as Alabama, it was long overdue. I mean, Alabama is legendary for the disenfranchisement of, black people, people of color in general. You know, they just, they just slow progress. But like I said, progress is being made, and I hope it continues to be made. And I hope that they were able to, redistrict Huntsville um, soon. But let me know what you guys think. Drop down in the comment section. Come chop it up with me. You know I would love to hear from you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And with that, you guys, I thank you so much for watching my videos. And I will get with you guys in the next one. But always remember, be good to yourself first. Woke up looking for the plate, hot key, keep a horn, no, that can see hot key, pushing the blueprint, it's not a beat, Mr. Get off, I get off,